So we're back at this area again, doing some more glitch hunting. Now, this time around, I was trying to test out to see if I can try to move out of bounds into a new area and then try to hit a death plane up there so I can spawn farther into the map. But what I found was some pretty fun out of bounds features that I didn't see before. So I'm trying to use firebending to get some distance, but then I realized that wasn't really doing much because I fell a little bit more with firebending. And then I tried airbending, and that was a lot more effective. So what I'm trying to do here is clip just barely underneath one of the death planes, and then airbend my way to an area where the second death plane could be, and then try to firebend my way up to that death plane so I can spawn in a further location. Now this is actually a very precise move, and I'd imagine it's only achievable with a tool-assisted speedrun. But I tried nonetheless. I tried. So what you're seeing now is the view of the map from an out-of-bounds perspective. I'm going to speed up the audio here speed up the video here because it's pretty boring and it's really slow. But I spent hours doing just this over and over, same airbending combo. Now I'm gonna try to do a firebending combo to try to get myself up to the death plane. It doesn't work, but you can still see some cool sights. So I go farther and farther from the map, and I'm just like, you know what? How far can I go? How far? So I go really, really, really far. Now, unfortunately, I went in this direction first. I should have gone in the other one because there's cooler stuff to see, like the Aang statue and the city. So I try to go as far as possible. Now, I avoided a death plane with the earth-bending attack I did at the edge of the cliff there. But there's a second death plane a couple more feet beneath it, and I'm just hovering above that, barely. So after I give up on going in this direction, I end up trying to start the other direction. And in that direction, you can see a lot cooler stuff. You can see like ripples in the water above you. You can see the statues go by. You can see me go straight through mountains. And all of the decorations in the background are basically just cardboard cutouts with designs on them, which is what most game developers do. But you know, it's cool. It's cool to look at when you glitch out the game like this. So here I go. I'm gonna go on that side this time. That was actually a really good clip out. I'm just barely beneath the death plane. See, I'm just going past the first few platforms. Then I'm gonna speed it up even more than this. Now in the distance in that direction, you can see ripples in the water above you. I'm going to slow it down when it comes to that, so you can get a better view. Skip past all the boring parts. Alright, so now we can get a good view of the water here. This was just so cool to look at, because you can even see this way in the distance when I go crazy far from this place. Look at how small that's getting. Oh my god. Would have been even cooler if we could see like little fish in there, but no. They didn't put that in. Would have been awesome though. Alright, so there's Mr. Avatar himself. He's a cardboard cutout right in front of the city. I don't know why they put him so far in front of it. I mean, it's not like we have depth perception from all the way over there anyway. But there he is. When you go to the other side of him, he just completely disappears. It's a secret airbending trick that only the masters can learn. So now we're approaching the city, and up close it looks very blurry, pixelated. It's kind of weird looking from the up close. But the developers never thought we would get this close. Also, another weird thing I see about this is that there are multiple layers of cities here. I don't see the point in that. And one of the cities, the one on the right, is dented. It's bent a little bit. I just don't think there's like a real purpose to do that. Weird. It's very blurry too. Look at that. And same thing happens with them. Right as we pass them, they disappear. Boom. So then, I get this crazy, stupid idea to try to go as far away from the city as possible, just to see how far I could go before something happens. I was wondering if the game's gonna crash, or if, I don't know, soft lock it, or if I would go so far that death planes don't even exist anymore. I was just gonna see what happened. So, you're watching this at 8 times normal speed. This took me like an hour and a half just for this one section of the video here. So I'm trying to clip through the skybox. Yes. I'm trying to get the entire skybox in view on one camera angle. So I have to go crazy far. You know how many square button presses it took to do this? Don't even think about that. Don't even think about the answer. Yeah, that pause right there, I actually was so tired that I went to make a hot pocket and then came back up. Took a break. Also, I was recording for so long that the video ended, and I was just like, yeah, I'll just use this as an opportunity to take a break. So, we almost have the entire thing in perfect view. For some reason, it's not spherical like I thought it would be. I don't know why they kind of made it like a dome shape. It's that just seems weird to me. But in any case, there's the world. The actual playable area is about the size of Korra's head now. So let's do some math here. That area is probably about 10,000 times as big as Korra, and it appears to be only about 1/100th of her size at the moment. So that means we must have traveled about 1,000,000 Korras of distance in order for it to look like that. I did this for you guys. I did it for the video, I did it for the lulz. My poor thumb. So we're almost at the end of it now. This was about as small as I could make the city, because if I can't really go any further because you'll see what happened. But Yeah, I went so far I hit a death plane. That was funny.